She went on 5 Sunday talk shows blaming the Benghazi attack on anti-Islamic videos. So does Susan Rice really have the experience and credibility to run the National Security Agency, be the National Security Advisor to the President, or is she just an example of someone the President's comfortable with? Here to weigh in is the former intelligence officer and author of this brand new book. It's a novel, The Last Line, Lieutenant Colonel Tony Shaffer. Colonel, did the President make the right choice?
I think he made a political choice. I'm sure it's right in his mind, but I don't think it's a proper one for the country. That position, even though it's not one which has to go through senatorial review or approval, sees everything. It is the most influential non-review position, I think, out there. And the thing about this, Brian, is that someone who does that position actually influences all policy across government regarding national security. It's hugely important.
She's been described the same way Samantha Power, who takes her old position as UN ambassador, says both women are liberal interventionists who favor using American power on behalf of humanitarian causes.
This is what got us in trouble in Libya. It was Samantha Power, along with Susan Rice, who actually convinced the president to use the methodology we did in Libya, to leave from behind. And what we saw, Brian, was the leveling of cities. Instead of going after Gaddafi directly, who was really the issue, we actually leveled cities. So this interventionism will get us in trouble, especially if we put troops on the ground to do anything, because we become the issue the moment we intervene.
I also understand there's a weakness. It's Asia. And where is the focus for this administration? It has been Asia taking on China, showing them that we're going to bulk up and stand up for our allies.
Well, that's the thing. We have to be very clear. We don't have a global policy which says what we're going to use our military force for. And so that leaves it open for interpretation. And the other thing that impacts on is Pentagon budget. We can't actually use the resources we have left unless we have a strategy to put it against, and we don't have one yet.
The other big story is immigration. The last line has a lot to do with that. You talk about maybe some terrorists getting involved on our southwest border.
Basically, the book, The Last Line, is taking all the components. We heavily researched this. Bill Keith, my writing partner, researched everything. Everything you see in the book is factual. It's based on what's really going on. We just put it together and say, what if these guys figure out how to really come after us and do some damage? And so it's a very clearly defined, these are the bad guys, this is where they might work, this is where they're working together already, and that's what we talk about.
Colonel, good luck with the book. And you've been in the line of fire. You've done intelligence. You're working on the Hill, and it's a great read.